They're waiting, they're deciding, but ultimately they are executing on this B bomb site. Huxi has a smoke, probably drop that front bench and try and stay alive. And he's going to go hide at the back of the site. Hunter gets cut off by Util as well. G2 can flood through market door, but everyone is here for VP, flooding the bomb site right now. m0NESY gets gooshed. Control here, no one dead yet. Finally the kills start coming through. VP patient for a moment, but then Hunter comes in with the entire round. 3 shots as he runs through this short smoke. G2 flip it back in an instant. Pressure's on immediately. Window smoked. Con as well. VP storm out middle. Look at that from Mir. The pacing is well up and truly in G2's face. Double kill. Coming from under. Hunter needs and looks for a trade down below. Mir won't give it.
They were going for the mid fight. They were sending 2 guys out. Cat. Nico was down Con. I think m0NESY was also in window.
20 seconds. He's in. VP have got to move. Even a kill here, dropping the bomb, could throw this round into disarray. There's a gap. That's enough for Nico, you would hope. JKS helps with the crossfire, commits and drops the bomb. Jame looking nowhere and no time to do it here for VP. They are going to get absolutely burnt alive. What a round for G2 and what a round for the Savage. 4 under the balcony. Puts it on the board. That's just too late for VP.
And also, it's not super utility heavy, so you will get some good shots off.
Nice. Important kill for Huxi there. But 20-second smoke, something's happening.
Something is happening. m0NESY, with that kill, that seals the deal on the round. Now they save for real.
I like that they tried, though. They could have called that off.
Oh, God, Flit.
Don't die after time. Oh, yeah. At least it's before the clock. Jame won't be happy.
No,
Slap on the wrist.
Yeah, James won't be happy with that.
Could have hit it in under, bud. It's a different game when you watch Virtus.pro. Realizing this hit is inevitable. With no mid-info, they get a cat molly down, but it's the apps play where the majority is coming from.
This could still get tricky. m0NESY's alleviated some of the pressure though, and with Hunter set up on short, he's going to deal with this short wrap, or at least he's going to try to. Instead, it's Mir winning the openers. m0NESY now has to hold the line alone.
Wow.
Nails that first shot. Oh, nearly the second. m0NESY's got 1 shot left in the AWP. Jame with the full commit, backstabbed by JKS through the apartments. And so even though that bomb goes down, m0NESY and JKS will lock in the round for G2.
Sticking the bomb in front of an AWP, knowing that, yeah, this is obviously a fake. I would never stick this. Thank goodness JKS has such a quick flank off of that A ramp push that we saw earlier in the round. It saves G2's bacon from what could have been a very awkward round.
I'll tell you how. He's the Flash.
He is quick.
He just gets it done.
And they're going to learn that this side of the map is empty. m0NESY is now rotating over right as this B play looks to come through. The rest of G2 are making their way around, but these players have got to hold the site in defense of B. Huxi puts off 1, can't find any more. He will get wrapped, finished off by the J-Ball. Missed shot for m0NESY. This is getting awkward now. If the tides don't change soon, G2 are out of this round.
They should say
3v4, they're already maybe past that point.
They just have no flank, no cat control. Triple market is a dead, a dead round here for G2 unless a kill is given over, and VP are not going to chase you in this post plant. What a try for m0NESY, but Jame locks it down, throwing himself through the window for that kill, and he almost catches Fame at E-Box.
When his teammates are making the play on A, right, and gathering information, as soon as they get that info, that's when you just can use your utility and make it more difficult for him. He could either block Cat or maybe just throw a defensive smoke, on the ground that he can play around and make it easy, be more of a nuisance.
Nice boost for this early kill. And, Jame almost gets caught off. They don't have a nade to play off of. Cover not going to be enough. Nico gets out with a kill on flip, but very low, and no one... Oh, JKS has armor, actually. He could swap that over completely, but he needs to rotate all the way around into Palace to do so. Flank is in.
Hunter can hear this. That's a dink onto Mir. That's the bomb, now trapped in top mid. Meanwhile, out on A, Justin needed that. If he gets that kill, suddenly the round is really heating up. It still could as Huxi taps out 1 with the USP. The bomb's coming back to A. VP don't have space over on the B side of the map.
Yeah.
Nico posted on this AWP. m0NESY with the M4 smoked off back in connector. Might be able to spam out the planter here. Just enough. Mir will fall trying to plant that bomb. And now for Jamin Norbert, the reality is dawning on them that this round looks like it's gotten away from them. This round should be done. And there's Nico looking to make it so. 10 seconds left for Norbert, and there just simply isn't time. There's not a route back into this. He won't get given that kill in the spawn, and so a save is all he can manage. G2 managed to do it with very little in this round. It's the hero guns.
Also, G2 finally, I think this is the first time in this game that VP doesn't have anyone in B apps, and that's exactly when G2 goes for the early aggression. That was disgusting.
Just running. First bullet is deadly accurate on that run.
And even this kill from Honest, you can see Hunter with the assist. That's the dink he got with the USP from B app, so all that damage mattered a lot in the end.
Oh, there he's back, baby. He is back. Nice shot. Looked like he was ready to discount Mir. The nade lands a little late. Jame has been getting beaten up in these last couple of rounds, and JKS holds on the A side alone. So VP, I mean, still running out of rounds on this T side. Like, worst case scenario, we're getting to, you know, 40 seconds. Only Hooksy here. Yeah. We might have a 7-8 half.
Yeah, this actually is huge for VP. They only have one guy to get past. Nico seeing Mir up through Con doesn't help, you know, uproot this ruse either, but it will free up Hunter to rotate around just a little bit sooner. There's a second player here. The molly in the way with 20 seconds left. They have to wait for that to fade, but now they're playing in the final 10 seconds. Miss spray for Hooksy. Hunter, if he can hold the line here, G2 is still in with the chance. He drops the bomb away from them. And so even though VP get a handful of kills, they will not win this round. They will not get that bomb planted. It's G2 with an 8th. Thanks to Hunter's heroics on the B-hole.
No, not Hunter's heroics on the B-hole. Thanks to the Giga Chat.
Yeah,
and his use of utility. First the smoke and then the
play.
Granted, it was Hunter in the end that actually, you know, with this kill.
It was both.
But
it was both. Hunter and Hooksy.
Because if Hunter doesn't get the double kill, Yanko,
based on what's going on the map, and that also bought time for Hunter to come in. They couldn't push through the smoke because of the incendiary, and in the end ran out of time.
That looked like a kill for Jack both times.
That was one of the first kills in this game where it felt like just some real Nico BS, and so I'm really hoping this is him about to kick it up a gear, because that was crazy. James thought he had him dead to rights. Tries his hand at the flick in mid, but dead now, of course.
They're out.
m0NESY, just back in time as he sees that.
This kid's nuts.
One bit of util come out, that was enough for him to look back over. Hunter pushing through the B apartments, doesn't want to give this fight away, and so he is allowed to back out. Hunter is late through short. This is a slow retake for G2.
Gonna run out of time.
Gonna try and build into this right near the end. They need these kills to come cleanly on the mid fights, and m0NESY's missed that. Player tucked in over towards connector. Hunter could deal with this right now, but he never saw the reposition, and so m0NESY's got to do it alone. Even though he's good for the first kill, there's no win in this round. m0NESY is out of there. And so VP get it done in the 3-on-3. That slow play up in A ends up working wonders.
Double cat push.
I think honestly, it's a sign of the times that you're doing a good job when you've been allowed to run this many double orbs against VP.
Yeah.
Because that in and of itself is hard as well. Like, VP aren't just good at managing their own money. It often feels like they're good at keeping their opponents broke from the fact that they get to play more buy rounds. But here, it's the double orbs delivering for G2 to open up this one. Round 15 gets off to a good start for the G2 squad, and the orbs just keep challenging, keep probing middle.
Hooksy's just looked really good on the orb, right? Fast reaction time. I mean, it's the easy gun. We all love an orb, but it doesn't. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's great to see him, you know, having a lot of impact on CT sides, can play fullback routines, not seeing any awkward Hooksy misses. Like, sometimes rear their heads with rifles. Flitz lurking with the bomb in B while Fame tries to sell. But it's versus Nico.
Well, you say that there hasn't been Hooksy misses. This is one where he could have the shot that defines the round here as to whether or not Flit can make it awkward. Will Hooksy
Apparel, hello.
let him make any madness happen here? Fires off with the AWP, lands the tag. He's done his job. He did what he had to do, and Hunter will come in to finish it off. Double digits secured for G2 to open up this series.
VP even won a PT50 armor round in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Keep in mind. So only 5 rounds is not perfect. Pistol could save their bacon. Hooksy entering B with the flashes. He's gone deep into the back of the site, and Flit hits a banger on the swing. Can't escape though. Man, somehow in the middle of the madness, Norbert jumping through smokes. They found him out. Modesty from bench side denied, and Hunter needs this trade. It's quick flank stopped by JKS, who remains alive in the apartments, causing nuisance as James, the captain, is left in the clutch. Bomb's getting stuck. 1v2. And G2 trying to face it together. James attempts to isolate, but JKS picks up that pistol round, repeating his strong performance from yesterday.
It's very, he says it's like so much strain on his brain to have to call, because constantly what's in play, what isn't in play, do they have an off, how many pistols? And now they found 2 early kills.
Out of nowhere, just storming out middle and ramp
This
through the
is what
smoke.
this is what VP was playing against the previous round.
Return to the A play. Okay. Nice kill for JKS, but still need a bit more to go their way. And this kill from Hooksy as he flanks up through the connector isn't a bad start. There's been a lot of damage inflicted to JKS over in Palace. Or out in sight now, rather. But he still might be able to find a bit more impact before all is said and done. One more out of JKS. Monacy joins the fray. G2 just might have salvaged this one from the initial 3v5 start they were left in. They've now got it down to just beating one man.
Well, it's not just any man, Harry, but it is a man that is known to beat himself.
I was going to say, is it harder to beat a man who has beaten himself?
More than once. Maybe right before this game. Who knows? It's time, James. It's time.
And this was the round that VP really needed to win, right? To give themselves an early boost to...
Before they hit this B bomb site, but VP locked them out. G2 might just have to go through.
They might have to. Hoping that Hooksy can open something up on this run through short, but with JKS now dead, that bomb is out of there. They try to go up connector, but Hunter's been locked out. Nico has secured the kill to get them in, and with that, suddenly the route to this plant opens up. Nico has given G2 a chance. The wide plant for CT won't get stopped yet, but it could get swung, and there's the peek out of Flit. So James and Flit punish immediately in the 2v2. They're fast thinking. And it regains control of the Galil down in mid.
And an essential reset round, right? VP are back to broke if they lose this. No way.
Oh dear, well don't worry. Under control, Hooksy's at least returned some normality into the 3v3. JKS moving in through the Palace, but they've got Fame to worry about. There's position held, locked down by Fame. Even though JKS gets out, he's still got to win this fight ahead of him. Well, secure it, finds this 2v2 for G2 to work with. But he is hurt, he is wounded here. There's not going to be the fast ending to the round the VP got last time. No one's nearby to punish or stop that bomb plant.
You know what they say, Harry, wounded animals, that's when they're at their most dangerous.
That is true. He's backed into a corner. He's hurting. The claws are out for the Savage.
James is sneaking in ladder right now. My guy, you got to speed up. You're going to be left to the wayside.
Oh dear.
And it's only that Savage animal on low health with another headshot with a bomb not for him. JKS has to stop this cross as James attempts to get back in the site with limited time. He gets the kill and G2 find 14.
I told you, Harry.
A savage animal indeed, Yanko.
Yeah?
Never mind.
Going somewhere with that?
I don't know.
But no, man, like, I don't know, there's something nice about watching a JKS clutch like that.
It just gave me PTSD. I remember he clutched around like this. We played Renegades at the Berlin Major, the 1-2 game, and he had like a 1v3 clutch from Tetris.
Oh, you want the glory? What do you want?
Money of my life.
Damn right.
I want the glory.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not in it for the money.
Where was the most glorious, Yanko? Coming 3rd and 4th?
Winning Blast.
Yeah, okay.
That says a lot in itself of my achievements as a coach.
Okay, well, 15 rounds now. Let's just go to Inferno. I think we've had our taste of Mirage.
That was a full buy, by the way.
Yeah. G2 have finally lost respect, and I commend them for it. Not quite. Nico will allow it, and Hunter not clearing it, but Nico. So 15-6, and how long has this game been live? That's an hour-long 16-6. Pretty good.
That's wild, actually.
It's pretty good.
Prop themselves up over in the apartments. m0NESY takes window away. This has got all the makings of the B split here. And m0NESY gets rewarded with that opening kill.
He can explode now, and he's still faking the A site. No way. He almost found that second shot, but jumping out his fame just in time. Down to the band player. Norbert spammed out. Huxi will trade, and Mir with a FAMAS lets him down at the back of the site. James goes flying in and has to attempt this round. No saving today. These are my favorite James rounds. Damn. But Huxi just ends him with a third headshot from the Hooks. He's loose, and Fame, who reset from that A stairs position, is going to get heard about. Let's go to Inferno. Let's lock it out. G2 are here to play, and here for the playoffs. Perhaps we'll find out in one more map.
And Nico's job is just to not let them really take CT or get a couple of kills if they really force it.
m0NESY.
Silence is off.
Click down mid, but it's Mir with a double from Boiler, biting back. JKS shows his hand. They know it's a four-man A-hole, but at this point, VP know wherever they go, it's a 4v1. That late rotation's coming in, but it'll be too late. JKS needs every single kill here, or VP will be rolling over this pistol round. Flashes go out, JKS stalls his shot, but James takes the head, and Nico, nothing to lose in trying, but it will be VP with that T-side pistol. Maybe even better.
Ooh. This is tense.
What's happening?
What's happening?
There's just something about that game.
Why didn't
so
Nico, out of all people,
like,
search for a fight earlier? Like, surely you want to have an aim battle with someone. Like, what's going on?
Just two men to deal with. Dropping into pit, JKS.
Mir saw him.
He just cleared apps, so he thinks it's empty, but timing is good for Mir, and he'll get that kill. Down in pit, m0NESY is a dead man too. Through the smoke!
Hello.
Hunter with a double, and he tries to steal this round right back in the dying seconds. The plant is coming in.
Hunter with the CZ. What year is it with the CZ multi-kill out through long? And now he's kind of feeling himself. He's believing in this retake here. Nico backing him up as he makes moves through the apartments. Will he clear close? He will. Mir, a dead man down in pit.
Here we go.
One player left between them and swarming over James inside of the site. And they've already dealt with him.
Time.
James flushed out, tap on the bomb. But for Flit, he can just stall this out from pit.
On it.
And so he wins it to time.
That's so weird that not one player deadies while the other just tries to hunt the kill. Like, if you're going to play to win the round, someone has to just deady bomb. And you hope you don't get cleared off of it.
One guy could have dropped, and the other guy can buy for himself.
Watch it work. No, it won't matter. It's because Mir's popping out apps. He just wants a speed. He wants a pace of the Tech 9. Run and gun. Out he goes, and they all get mauled in middle. Rifles will not save you, and Mir's pistol is a bit baity here. No one flashed him out, and he gets stuck down in pit. So lucky he didn't buy a rifle.
So what? Now he's gonna drop the op to James and
probably, yeah. Well, actually, now they don't have money. And Flashing Banana, they are all over the place. Oh my goodness. Well,
yes, yeah.
G2. Oh, with it all to do. Hunter's got that nade kill locked in, and maybe a third.
Damn.
Clinical.
It's hard to take those fights with P250s for 4th round in a row.
Yeah, but if they find AK Janko, they will pick them up.
At this point, I wouldn't even try to kill them if I'm G2. I just let them save again. And then they would play with 2 AKs and 3 pistols again. What did Hunter burned in his...
Oh, it's all going so weird. And here's James' golden opportunity, the moment he's been waiting for all damn day. James, can he cross? Ooh, here's the big moment. James in the top middle. Monacy lies in wait, but James got smooth moves.
Oh, okay.
I think it's actually like he knows that they think he'll save, so he's going for it. That could have been interesting if he got that kill. I don't know how Monacy killed him with the USP.
All right, what have we got here, Hunter? Please tell me we caught it. Oh, that's kind of understandable, to be honest. Yeah.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah. They're going to hear this, though.
Yeah, they hear the
G2
flash. They know that means it's the apps pop, so they know what's happening. They've got their bearings. They're going to go chase down James, but James out of there. James gone. And they won. But how did he get that, Jake? They knew where he was.
Spam him.
Please, Hunter.
Spam him.
Please, someone deal with this guy. Someone get rid of him. Hunter can't. He's slippery. But he will finally find James.
Okay.
4v3. It's G2 that are favored here. Couple of smokes still left in place. We're re-smoking at Moto. There's another one to follow on Norbert once that fades. However, Nico boosted up and over the smoke, gets out with a kill. Further tipping the scales in G2's favor. Norbert holds the line with a double, and Faye's gonna finish the job. VP, it all works out as they win that one to finally break on through.
This is not CS. I don't even know what this is.
Monacy, shoot the wall. Go on.
They never do.
I'm communicating to him telepathetically. Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Nico.
This is awkward. Monacy only gets out with one.
Uh-oh.
And that triggers Nico's re-swing. Trying to regain control of the top banana. It's all left on Hooksy now. They're not ready for a third man. And having to go back and get the bomb means the spacing's a little off here. They're wrapping through spawn as well. So no one's nearby to trade this immediately. Hooksy has a little window where he can reposition ever so slightly.
Oh, they're on left side.
But it's in these silences that VP do their best work. G2 have got to account for everything. The idea that this could still end up A. And Hooksy, even though he gets out with another kill, it's all in vain. It's not enough. And JKS is just too far removed.
Kit? No.
Justin freaking Savage offering himself up in the clutch.
Probably going to save the AWP, right? Get a kill. Get
That's
the
what
AWP.
you think. Instead, he's gonna try defuse.
He tried. Making a lot of noise. Sending for tin.
Flitz going for it.
All right.
One kill out of him ain't bad. Nico secures the 4v4. Awkward timing for JKS just as they cross out behind the pillar. That's when he spots the shadow and so can't react in time. Monacy out on an island here. And they would have needed a lot from him if G2 wanted much to go for in this. 2v3, Hunter and Nico still left in the picture.
They force G2 into passive setups, thinking they're going to play with their smokes. They fake a BXEC. That draws a long rotation over, and VP just send not only fade through this short smoke, that's really frustrating, I imagine, for JKS, but they do the same thing on the long side. And Monacy, he reads it as well as he can.
But we change those two guys every 2 rounds. The other 3 guys buy the pistols and drop the nades for the gun. You know, like something
I like
weird like that.
This. Yeah.
Where he's like, we'll always have 2 guns.
And is that enough?
and 3 guys with nades and pistols.
Yeah. There's something there.
We can win with that.
James Theorem, get in the demos, do the maths. 15 seconds, time is not your friend. VP need these kills right now. Monacy stalling in graveyard, looking for a headshot. He hit it through the wall. He's trying to finish the job. He's trying to finish his meal, but G2 aren't hungry. They're hiding, and VP is saving.
Yeah, locked out by the handful of hero guns.
Oh.
So that's how G2 find their route back in.
James got one more on the way out, of course. Okay, my liege.
Oh, but you're going to go first. No, now we might just turn around and leave once you've gone in, but good luck.
Anything for my liege, and Fame will provide the kill. Monacy backside.
And Monacy holds the line with the AWP. The other 2 up through short. 10 seconds left on this, and they're not really in the position to get in. Another missed shot from Monacy, and with the bomb lost, it's a done deal. Everything else is just style on at the end. Monacy won't get all 5, but he'll do his damnedest, and he'll put another round on the board for G2, damn near single-handedly.
Just think, like, if you do that, but 10 seconds earlier, Yanko, 10 seconds earlier, you have room for error. The bomb dropped apartments doesn't kill your round immediately of the second frag. But there it goes. That kills the round. That was 6 seconds on Balk. They couldn't have even won. If Monacy crashed, you still lose. Monacy in time could flash Hooksy through the smoke. Nico's also lining up a pop off of oranges. Hooksy gets his smoke down. There's Monacy. Oh, if he shot at something, he decided to back off. He sees that smoke. He knows they're coming for him. Fame running it with the pistol. That we know that he loves it. Flit drops his rifle. It's up to Mir and Norbert for the end of the half. G2, a fantastic recovery in a bludgeoning game, a bruising game from VP, and that was one of the halves of Counter-Strike. We probably have another coming up after this. Oh, the timing on that turn. He saw him. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
They both got a spot. Nico knows there's a fight, but not close. And he clotheslines him. Out apps they go with a smoke, no flash. No one's blind. It's easy kills for VP. Surprised to see Hunter in a position where he can't throw the flash for them. It's VP who swing with their own flashbang. One comes a little late for G2. JKS fiddling with a pistol with no ammo, and he's putting a clutch. He cannot win, cannot contain. That's a weird one because, yeah, while Nico's supposed to get more success off of that position, you may as well, at that point, you may as well smoke it from mid, and then you can flash pit. Oh, dearie.
Okay, second one was fine.
Well, there's the flash.
Meant to be the double pump of those flashes, but the kills still come up for G2 on the opener. Down in pit, JKS longs out that fight.
Big.
Flit's trying to play through the Moto smoke, but it's the one and done. End of the line, spam through it for Fame. He's now got a 1v2 clutch ahead of him and a smoke in his way. Kit dropped down in the pit, and Hooksy's even retrieved the second smoke. So if Fame thinks he's going to wait for this to fade and then have a chance to walk through for a pop at the 1v2, he's got another thing coming. Instead, he walks it early, and Nico's got his eyes on the prize. So G2 immediately reply with their force.
That he wants to try out. And it's again the same 4A setup like in the pistol.
All right, they're in the right place to deal with this then.
Oh, they're going to win.
Already 2 kills found. Mir and Norbert. Now Flitz M4 gets involved.
Yes.
As they tear through G2.
Yes.
G2 knocked out on the short side. It's just Nico. There's guns everywhere for VP to pick up. And Nico is left scratching his head.
He's winning.
He's winning this.
There's no kid. There's no
They have
kid.
2 mollies,
No
Janko.
kid.
They have 2
Nico
They're so far
They're
away.
really far away.
They're so far
They
away.
are really far away.
This is a
Okay.
round
Okay,
for the
Nico.
history book.
Right. Nico rubbing his palms together.
Yep.
He knows that this is going to have to be a round that's talked about for a long time if G2 won it. 1v4 out of Nico.
I think he's got it.
Pushed in through ruins. A lot of util about to come his way, but no kit. So he's got that in his back pocket. 1 for Nico. 2. Oh, no more! As they shut Nico down
Empty.
out of that 1v4 attempt.
Empty.
Virtus.pro steal the round away.
Not even close. Oh, you jammy Dodgers. Oh my God, they win it with less than a second. Less than a second. Not even close.
It's so mad, like the way, I don't know any team ever who's like as willing to play with time as this team is.
And it just worked.
Leaves them in a bit of a desperate spot here. They're crawling their way up through short and long. They're at least in good positions to try and make the A play work, but VP have already got a 4th player over here. Already stacked over towards this side of the map, and so as G2 go in, they are going in to 4 waiting players from VP. Not even the back lines are secure, so Monacy's picked up, and this one never even gets started for G2.
Shot. Don't just feed him, but 10 seconds, he can't win.
Counter-terrorists win.
All right. James just backline AWPing this CT side so far. Not gone for picks, not gone for mid or banana. Nico really gets cooked in B. They force him out with a Molotov and he fights to the death. Hooksy doesn't realize he just ran into someone inside of the smoke. They get through long side. There's a chance here. They need this pick kill though. Norbert, a multi-kill, almost a requirement here to keep this round in VP's favor. Otherwise, G2 can plant. That's a big frag, but he gets burnt out. And with a bomb plant, The tune may change. That bomb's dropped in the open. Jame hits the wall bang. He's out of ammo, though. Hunter's got to get aggressive here as that plant comes through. It's really all on Hunter to win this round.
He's going to do something wild, something crazy, and in danger of being swung out through Library. It's a done deal with Flip picking up the final two. Virtus.pro now sprinting towards the finish line here on Inferno as they take their 4th in a row, successfully beating back the G2A Explode here.
And you can see the move, the point of 4 players starting B is so that in the mid round they're able to pull off that move with 2 more incendiaries, right? Nico really doesn't expect it. He's counting the utility that's been used so far, and
all right, double pumper util over towards B. Hooksy lobs in that first bit, and that's going to get both the mollies out of these players inside the site. Now the real exec looks to come through. Hooksy's knocked out from spawn. Flit is smoked off, but still lining them up through it. Even goes back to spam more. Flash through now. Doesn't actually commit to that fight. Instead going to allow G2 to have the room in this post plant. Giving up the 5v3. Letting them have a little bit of time to get set up here. But not much. Never too comfortable at G2. And so a fight's about to take place for the Ruins. m0NESY caught swinging into the spawn, and Justin finished off last by Jame back at the spawn. Leaves Virtus.pro just 2 rounds away.
so far VP doing a great job of stifling them.
The pace, I love the G2 pace change these last couple of rounds. Again, they find the gap, but it's only by design. Jame waits on the long side, and coming through the smoke is Mir with a crucial trade. Could have been a 3v3 otherwise, not meant to be. m0NESY thrust into a clutch. A 1v4 at 120. He's got time, but he's not got a face. So 15 found for Virtus.pro, and Ancient awaits.
That round there from VP felt really, really nice. You know, that one gave me...
Trapped by Molly. Can't leave, can't avoid it. Dead in one bullet.
This is surely an opener. I don't know how he's just survived it. They saw his feet, and now as they go forward, of course, Jame falls blind. Hooksy will get it, but at what cost? A Pyrrhic victory for G2 as they're locked out. They might get the opener, but go no further. VP long this out. It's now a 3-map series as VP burn this one late into the night.
G2 take Red Room slow. The bomb outside of B. Look at this gamble.
It is crazy, isn't it? 4 strong over towards A. And they will be pulling a second player over towards Red Room. Oh dear, this looked like G2 were going to make the perfect count out of this A stack. Ooh. But they've been shut out of red. Nico crept through.
Pushing on the flank, and we'll see. Still a tough situation for G2.
They think Nico's still in red. They don't know he's crossed through this smoke, so they're baiting in for him. Mir has to check the corner. He will. Traded. JKS trying to fall back, stall it out. Dink on Jame. One late flank on ramp from the A main push. It's Fame with dual Berettas. A shot in the right place for Hooksy. Almost finishes the captain. JKS is a dead man. Running! And Fame will convert. Hooksy now with the bomb in his favor and no kit against him. I think he can win this. The low health player sticking, but VP provide the cover. They take headshots galore, but they still come through with the round.
But the bomb eventually crosses in. This is a little claustrophobic right now for G2. They kind of want more space than what they've got. And the smoke over towards long was feeling like it was going to make life awkward for them. m0NESY's been able to pick up Norbert around the outskirts of the smoke, and now JKS making plays, pushes around the long side, and is able to lock them out with 3. So in an instant, Justin throws the hammer down, and G2 have run away with that round.
That was actually, wow, that's a flawless round from G2, and that was a really nice round. And you could see actually the perfect timing that they themselves created, right? Because they're making it look like they want to take mid control. They're putting pressure, causing rotations, and you can see the rest of the team was crouched on ramp. I can't remember, I think it was Mir who was long for VP. He even shoulder peeks one last time before he rotates to make sure, you know, that it's not just a fake. And
VP know it's coming. They've even taken mid to fast flank heaven. Don't go too soon. If Mir can find that sweet, sweet timing, he might kill the captain. Hooksy dies unbeknownst, and JKS lone lurking main. This is a really awkward position for G2.
Yeah, this one is kind of odd. You know, JKS is going to struggle to play into the round. They could try ducking out and going A, but this leaves them having to get past Fame, and they've got to check for him, and they don't check for him. And now the bomb's dropped. Jame rotates in.
It's done.
Bomb out in the open, and no chance. Yeah, the tag slowed him down too much. And so there simply isn't time.
If he didn't turn around, I mean, there is a world.
I think he got tagged. That slowed him down, and then...
It was the tag.
But I have to say, that was...
Molly's a problem. It's really all on Norba right now. He's locked in tight on the right side of Long, and Nico has to clear this corner or they're in world of trouble. But there's a crossfire, there's the trade, the bomb makes it in, but it might not make it much further. Big frag for Justin as m0NESY won't cover, goes back to play the post plant. 2 on 3, VP with double cave and G2 no.
Very claustrophobic sight hold here. You are boxed in, you are vulnerable to pre-fires. If you're G2, they've got to be swift in these reactions. But James swings it early, very early in fact, and that gives JKS another half the time ticked off this bomb already as Mir shows his hand up through ramp, and he can't attempt this anymore. So it is a successful turnaround there from G2. JKS and m0NESY bring the goods. And then they bring the energy. Know it. Yeah, damn.
That was really poor by VP. I mean, they did such a great job in the previous round, and here now that they were in a 3v2, really, I mean, first to be in a situation where you have no one coming from CT, right? Like, someone should have gone there, and then why is Jame playing first with the op crawling out of cave? That retake just wasn't really executed well at all.
Gives a gap. So many pistols. What could go wrong, right? There's the rifle swinging with, and the P2 finds a kill. This spacing is poor, and they are going to get isolated. G2 iced out right now in a 2v4, but JKS is not missing a beat. Second headshot. He already picked that last round up. He's going to go for it again in the clutch up with Hooksy.
Oh, this is going to be close because straight up ramp, he's got to turn and he's not looking. First shot misses. JKS dead. Now Hooksy's got to fly solo. First kill found for Hooksy. 2 more players looking to greet him over at Long, and even more damage done from the captain as he goes back for more. Mir taps him out of the round, and so Virtus.pro on their hero gun round managed to battle back G2.
m0NESY misses that re-aggress timing in middle. He would have had a kill right there. Hooksy needs to take it instead. Norba walks in, and Hooksy hits that spray. Orb trying to trade. Hooksy falls. 4 on 4. Jame goes B, and that's exactly where G2 are ending.
All right. G2 just got told to go. And he comes through ramp. Yeah, he really did. And so now they're in the site. Smoke's down to cut this AWP out somewhat. Little gap for Jame to look through. No, a pretty big gap at that, actually. But they still get away with the plant. These retakes from VP have often been pretty slow. They're going to wait for this flank to come in. 1 kill from James Orb. That gives them enough of a nudge here. JKS, this guy's been fantastic. It's going to have to be another big post plant from him. Hunter will nail the shot to Fame flanking, and now Justin's got support from Hunter back in the cave. They're able to fight this long player together, and for Jame, there's not a way back in. He'll get out of there. G2, an immediate response to that 1 round that VP put up with the pistols.
Hoping he can't correct it. Mid-take, proper mid-take, missed Molly, but G2 just storm B. What a call. No one here. Nico gets the kill, and that's... I mean, the only reason you wouldn't save immediately is because Flit's quick. Look at how quick Flit is. It's not a Dr. Seuss book, but he is in cave right behind him, and Jame can't escape the spam. That will signal the end. Maybe they can get the orb.
This introduces a kind of interesting problem, right, to VP, who up until this point have kind of been allowed.
VP wasn't really fighting for it. They were giving it to them, and then this is what VP was playing against for a couple of rounds, right? And G2 was getting mid, and
that's something that VP have had all too much. Hooksy is dead here as he's baited in. Mir and Fame over in Donut play this buddy system again, and this time it works wonders.
Now they've got them still trapped double donut. Hunter, he wants to play late, but he's in the smoke. The timing is already decided. His team won't be able to do too much to help him just yet. He's got to take one. Fame will not allow it. And some good positioning in Donut, a good bait and switch for VP has put them in a 5v2 fake on the bomb, and you're not going to get any more chances as VP close the gap. They're flashing back in, they're pushing together in Donut and Monacy. You get one shot and it's not enough. Surely not. As they run him down, even VP will cool off. Wait for that. A main flank. Monacy is a little monster, but winning a 1v5, not on James' watch.
Last 30 seconds, trying to find them on the jump checks, trying to get the info. He really was believing as he flicks back on a main.
Freakishly good, isn't he? Just having his crosshair in the right place. If Norbert repeaks that, he will take it. The kid's quick. 8 rounds to the 4 of VP. And worth noting, it's 4-7 in... Oh, wait, I'm doing the maths wrong. It's 4-8 in opening kills in favor of VP in this map.
That's wild.
Something to keep in mind when you think about all these 2v4s, 3v5s G2 have made very convincing.
Over in mid, another opener. Mir with a double spray down is swung on by JKS. Nico never even needed. Woo! Monacy's feeling it after his go.
Another example.
Last round, quick flick on a Jame. We'll find him on the long side. Now there's one more at long. Surely Monacy's not ready for a second. Hell, what about a third? VP have got everyone around at this B site. So as G2 bring that bomb in, they're going into the stack. Monacy still racking up bodies. G2 send their attack dog down the long side. Monacy. He will be leaving his teammate alone, but that tick in the molly for Norbert seals the deal, and Monacy is there to lock them out of the close. Sure, he might not have won that clutch attempt, but does it feel like it's kind of brought him online, switched him on? I think so. He's suddenly throwing himself into every one of these gunfights, and look at how clean they look.
Ilya the king right now. Quick with it. And the energy has been there all map long for Hooksy, for G2. A mass on this T side, 9-4. VP. They played a great game, but Monacy has had enough.
They've woke him up.
He's plugged into the Matrix.
You never wake up the young god. That's the first rule. VP didn't get the memo. And now on their heads be it Hoopsy even joining the fray, throwing his own hat in the ring here.
And look at Monacy and Eco. They're still in their default sort of spots, and it's going to be tough for VP to save these guns.
James lies in wait for Monacy.
James should get this. Should. Won't.
That's insane. You peek the orb, set up on the angle, knock it out. Monacy's hunting with an AWP to give you an idea of like where his headspace is at. Now he could lose it to the MP9, or he could go what and just slam down the last guy. Norbert dead. Monacy's entered full god mode, and G2 reached double digits.
Put him in playoffs.
2.5 maps, and here we are.
Oh my god, Nico should be dead.
How is he just
walked past him?
He's past everyone.
They saw him.
The entire enemy team.
They saw him.
Ah, they're touching each other. Nico.
And he swapped.
And
no.
Of course, he's wrecked him.
It's scripted right now. And they planted A, by the way. You might have missed that.
The bomb's down.
And it's 11-4. Probably.
We can say whatever we want. This CT side, VP was like making economy decisions that made a lot more sense. They're going to be down 11-4.
Yeah.
Wow. Good
so,
point.
For better or for worse, James Theorem.
James Theorem, and we have more maths and economics coming up in the second half.
But we'll revisit it later. JKS might get flashed through the donut smoke here. That seems to be the decision. VP don't have any eyes on it yet, but they will establish them pretty quickly and look to lock this down. Just Monacy, 1v5, attempt 1 kill. Any more? Monacy, let's go. 1 on the way there. And that's the end of the line. As VP find themselves a pistol, and now they've got some pep.
It's down now.
This is a great call, actually.
And G2 are rotating despite the smoke. They're starting to doubt it. Mir's going to begin to run. JKS needed that kill. It had to be the first domino. Now none of them will fall. Only G2 crumble inside of the site. Scout does connect, and maybe we're cooking. Nico flash back in for a little bit more, trying to take a bite back in this round as G2 attempt to force by 1-on-1, and Nico wins it for G2. That was not meant to be. And VP gets snuffed out on their ante.
That's a good feeling if you're G2 to grind their way back into that round. I mean, especially considering, VP did a very good job of making it awkward, of having you kind of write the round off, right?
Oh.
That's all Nico want to see as they move in together on that retake. Might be able to do something here. Hooksy made one step too many, and now Mir knows. And so even as Hooksy moves in and checking his corners, it's not enough. However, the victory short-lived, as the good ones often are. Nico holds the line for a double, and now it's just Flit. Ooh, he just tries to tuck himself in, but can't escape the terrible twosome. And of course, a brief moment of rain as G2 Monacy spams one out through the smoke. JKS, it's just one off the hold. Ooh. The run through the smoke for Hooksy is punished, but he still gets out with one. He did what he had to do. And so as VP try to plant this bomb, G2 can collapse upon them, and they will. Finished off is Mir at the close, and Hunter closes in on map point for the G2 squad.
There than for Hooksy to die. They have to cover more angles, just 2 players remaining.
Oh my god, it's a B rush. What is happening?
VP rushing B. That's how you know they're getting desperate at 14-5 in the third map. G2 look for playoff point.
Everyone
stand in their way. The rush into cave is a problem. Hooksy gets overrun and a gun gifted now, but the plant is not for cave. Keep in mind, this isn't a suboptimal post-plant position. They must move through. Fame will, but not to his betterment. And that is it, folks. 15 rounds for G2 as they board a playoffs here of ESL Pro League. VP may have showed up in the series, but they didn't show up on Ancient. Everyone's there. Such a good flash from Norbert, but still traded. And lane taken back by all of G2. Oh, they've just got 2 lives. No punish. Hunter spams James through, and I think we are reaching the natural conclusion of this map. And series. VP, a team hard to pinpoint, that borders somewhere between perfection and confusion. And G2 keeping up their Cologne form to make a swift run into the playoffs of Pro League. But wait, because VP have got the A site.
The fight over towards B tips the scales into the 3v2. Hunter could deny this plant right now, and he will. So there we are. Hunter lines them up. A beautiful sequence out of him to close. And a job well done for G2. They long this out across all 3 maps. They have their best one yet in the third. When Ancient rolls around, you're getting the best mileage out of guys like JKS, Monacy, Hunter having a handful of rounds in there and really firing off. This was perfect. This was exactly what you wanted if you're G2.
Yeah, definition of a super team right now with some of the form these players are in individually. Swanee as well getting more involved, moving from analyst to coach behind them. And Hooksy getting loud as well. We're hearing his smack talk. We're hearing his hype. Demands a lot from his team, and he certainly gets it as well. This is a G2 that are here to make a run. They'll have to beat Complexity over on Sunday for that.